Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and today we're going to do Melina's challenge, and that is side tucks, I do believe. I will put the hashtag below as well as her channel where she did these. But first, let's say thank you to a few people who are participating in Buy Me a Coffee. That just helps support our channel. That link will be below if you want to go over and check it out. You also get a free digital when you subscribe to that. Ken Jean Young, Debbie, Sandra, Joanne, Elvia, Doris, So Crafty Me, D.W. Clance, Tracy, Mary Elizabeth, and, oh, can't read my writing, Hair 75, I think, HARR 75, and Sandra. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it for all of your support. Okay. So, Melina, I think I understand what Melina did, but we are going to start out. Now, this is a good time to use up scraps, to use paper that you don't particularly care for. Like, I don't particularly care for this, but I'm going to be covering a lot of it up, so that's why I'm just going to use it for my base coat. It's kind of thick, so it'll do really well for the base coat. So, use up a lot of those scraps and things that you don't really care for. Do this with them. You can make these any size that you want. They don't have to be the size that mine are, but I'll tell you what size this one is in just a minute. This is just one I wanted to start out with. This piece was already this size, so this one is 5 inches by 6.5. And then I have just got some other scrap pieces here. Not too fond of that paper, but it does have a little bit of stitching in there, so I thought that would work well. Well, it's faux stitching. It's just with a pen. So we'll put this one down. Now, I wanted mine torn here. Just, I like that look, and it takes ink a lot better, and I'm going to be inking mine, so we're just going to ink around this. And you can tear the whole thing if you wanted. You can tear everything. You don't have to just tear the front part like I'm doing. Now, I'm not going to put ink back here. There's no need in it because this is going to go down just like that. That's going to be your first tuck. Oh, excuse me. I had to cut that out because I had to cough. That's going to be your first tuck. And then here is another scrap piece of paper that, you know, I'm not overly fond of. But it is in an orange fall color. And you know, right now I'm trying to prepare a lot of fall ephemera. So we're going to use this one, and that'll be our next pocket. That'll go there. Now, you don't have to round these if you don't want to. I just saw that she had 1 or 2 of hers rounded, and I like that. But she also did some that wasn't rounded. So I don't think it matters. It's whatever you prefer in your journal. I may make both, you know, both. I'll make some both ways. So that will be, I'm going to erase this pencil mark. I went ahead and cut these before I turned the camera on, just to see if I knew about what she was doing. I watched her video again to see if I knew. So that'll be another tuck there. And then I think I'll use this piece for the last little tuck right there. So I'm going to tear this one. I think I am. It is already kind of narrow, but I think if I go slow, I can tear it. There we go. Now, this little piece is longer, so all I'm going to do is just mark it, and then I'll cut it off at the bottom. As a matter of fact, I think I'll just tear it right there. There we go. So this will definitely get rid of a lot of your scraps. Okay, let's go ahead and ink that one. Now this one's going to have to be inked all the way around because it's going to be on the top. So it is going to show. And then I think she said you could also make these into little hinges to go to hinge on the edge of your page. So that'd be cute, wouldn't it? So there are the pockets. You've got a tuck here, a tuck there, and a tuck there. So let's go ahead and glue these together, and then we'll come back and do some embellishing on the top of them. Okay, so you're going to glue 3 sides. You're going to glue here I'm going to glue down my straight side and then up this side. There we go. Then we'll put this one down. And you're just going to have that end piece even with the end of your bottom one. So there's this piece, the bottom one comes to here, so I just put it the same length. That's going to be a pretty deep tuck. So like that. Now this one is going to go here, so we're going to do the same thing. You're going to glue on the, I'm going to glue on my flat side. It's a good thing that I rounded those corners. I'd probably put glue on the wrong side. Now this one's going to be pretty bland until we kind of decorate it up a little bit. But I wanted to just show you how you can drag out some of those papers that, like I said, you don't really care for to put down in a journal just like they are. But they'll be good to go down this way. Alright, to make sure I get my... Oh, I cut that one short, didn't I? How did I do that? Okay. Let's grab another piece. I have more of that paper somewhere around here. Okay, here it is. So we'll just try that one more time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just tear the edge here. I will use that other one. I'll just make one a little bit shorter. Okay. So there is that. And then I just want to see about how long I need it. Now I am leaving about an inch from, you know, here to here, a little over an inch, but I don't think there's any rule as to how much you leave there. All right, I think that's gonna work, and let me try to do this a little bit better this time. Okay, that's the right length. I don't know what I did with that first one. I probably looked at the wrong dot. You know how you do that? You just, there's lots of dots on the paper and you look at the wrong one. I do that all the time. Okay, we are going to make sure I get my, which way is up? That way is up. So we're going to glue here, here, and here. And I'm going to let this piece run over just a little bit. I want to trim that little piece off where I tore it there. And I evidently rounded the wrong side, so this is not going so well this morning, is it? I'm having problems. But I'm just going to round that real quick, and then I'll pull this one up and just give that a little bit of a round. There's always a fix. In my world, it has to be a fix because I make those errors all the time. Right, now I'm going to go ahead and round these, and I don't know, hopefully this will do it. If it won't, nope. I'm going to grab my chomper, and we'll just round these like that. You do not have to round this end. I just did it because I like that look, but you can leave that squared off if you want to. Okay, now let's do a little bit of embellishing on it. Now what Melina did is she had some papers like this that she had zigzag stitched on, so I think we might use that on maybe this one or this one. I'm not sure. We'll see when I get it torn. I don't really want to cover up all of my music page there, but we shall see. This is just some ink dyed paper, copy paper. And I just did a little zigzag stitch on it. And my sewing machine this morning was giving me a few little fits, so I had to just about tear it apart and put it back together again. It just decided it didn't want to work today. So sometimes all these appliances and computers and everything like that, you have to show them who's boss. Alright, I'm just going to look and see which one I'd rather have that down. Maybe I wouldn't rather have it down any of them. I think I'm going to have to put it here on this one. So I'm going to do quite a bit of rough inking, what I call rough inking. Now I just used some brown thread in my sewing machine, and I did a little zigzag stitch. We will put that down just like that, and I'm just going to fold that up to show me where to stop with my glue at the bottom. All right, just cut the end of that off, and then that is on there. I like how that looks, but we need more embellishing, so let's see what we want to do. Okay, I have some strips of book pages here, just scrap pieces, and I think I might tear a piece of book page. And let's see, could put that there. That would help camouflage that paper. So there we go with that. Then up here I want something else. I think I will just tear a little piece of this and put that up there at the top. Just gonna get my little flower in there as best I can. Let's make sure which way. I can't really read the writing, so we're going to put it that way. Now, if you're using a very decorative paper in the back that you don't want to cover up, you don't have to do any of this. This is just that I wanted to camouflage that paper just a little bit. Okay, I think I'll leave that one. I may put a sticker or something on it. This one's kind of plain, so we need something on there. Right, we're going to pull out some little scrap pieces here. These are some pieces that I tore off when I was making one of my journals. I don't know which. And these are just some little scrap pieces, and I always stick those in my stash, and I use them up for things like this and for little notebooks and things. I think that'll look good there. It's got some of the pink in it. Pink, green, green. So we're going to put that there. Oops. I got a straight edge on one side. I don't want that. So I'm not sure I'll be able to tear this. Let's see. I may have to just tear another piece of that. Yep. Let's just tear another one. That one's not... It's a little bit too small to tear, and this is just copy paper, so it's not really thick enough to pull on really hard. Okay, hopefully that's long enough. Yes. Now let's see. I think this way is up. Yeah, we'll put that down right there. There we go. Now I don't mind that at all. And like I said, I may put some little stickers or something on the rest of them. I don't know. I'll wait and see. Now this one is just the right size to hold some of your little tickets. These little tickets. I'll get it in the right area there in a minute. So these little tickets fit in here just fine. And you could put them in at kind of an angle. And I would ink around those too. And then let's see, this one would hold a tag of some sort or some little cards. Let's see what we have. These are the Tim Holtz journaling cards. We have lots of those if anyone is interested. And I think these would go really well in that right there. Yes, they will. And they're double-sided, so you can end up using either side that you want. Oh yeah, I like those in there. Pull that one out a little bit more. And then you've got one here that you can put a larger journaling card in. So let's grab one of these out and see if these fit. And I think they will. I think it will. Do we want that one in there? Yeah, I think that one's going to be the best. So let's see if that fits. If it fits, it's going to be... Oh, it's a little long. Okay, I'm just going to trim it off just a tiny bit. I don't think it's going to take much. If you glue a lot neater than I do, it would probably go in there, because mine almost does. But I'm just going to give it a slight little trim. And that should work right there. Then we'll go ahead and round that corner again. And like I said, I would ink these, but look, it has a nice place on the back for you to journal. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Got to glue real straight. Sometimes my glue doesn't go so straight. Okay, that fits perfect. So there is that one. Now, Melina was saying that you could hinge these. You can put a little hinge right here, and I'll show you how to make the hinge, but I may not glue it on this one. I'll just show you how they're made. They're real simple. And I would probably just use something like this for a hinge. This would work well. This is like a 28-pound paper. And just fold it in the center. It doesn't have to be a particular width, but it's just whatever you decide that you want to use in your journal. And then you would glue it on. Well, I'll go ahead and glue this one on since I'm trying to show you how these are done. Let me go ahead and... Now, they do not have to be the complete length of your piece. So probably I'm going to cut mine off a little bit. That way I don't have to worry about rounding the corner. So we're going to put our glue on this side. And then you want to just put that right up at the edge. Right up at the edge of your piece. Just like that. And there's your little hinge. And then when you get ready to put it in your journal, grab a journal here. Let's see, my pockets are going this way. If I wanted to put it in on that, which I couldn't put it there. If I wanted to put it on this page, then I would just hinge it just like that. I would glue this down, that part right there down, and you can always cover this with something else if you want, but just glue that down, and then you've got your little piece on here. And let me hold that, and then it flips out like this, and you could put some more pockets. Let me get it back in frame. And it flips out like this, and then you could put more pockets on the back of this if you wanted to. So you'd have pockets over here, and then you could put pockets this way on this side. And I would definitely do that if I'm using this to hinge in, because I wouldn't want, when that flipped out, I wouldn't want that to look so plain. So I would put just maybe a couple of pockets on this side, maybe even wavy pockets. That would be cute. Let's do that just to see how it looks, and to decorate this one up. Just do a couple of little wavy pockets, and then this one will be finished and ready to go in a journal. Alright, let's just use, oh yeah, that's going to be about the right size right there. And let's just cut this, or tear this, and I'm going to tear it at a little bit of an angle, just like that. And then I will put it right there maybe. Now it doesn't come all the way out to the edge of this. That doesn't bother me. This is plenty wide enough for me. As a matter of fact, I may even center it up like that. Okay, I'm going to cut this end off down here. So there's one little pocket. And you could do even a little side tuck. You could do all kinds of things on the back. You wouldn't have to do this in particular. Or you could do the same thing that you did on the front if you wanted to. Okay, I'm just going to put my glue on here, and then we will put it down and see what the other one that we want to use. Alright, just going to go to the center. Not going to worry about it being exactly to the edge. That's going to be a big enough pocket right there to put a tag in. And then I'm going to put another one down here. Okay, I think I'll just use a piece of this. And let's see. Let me get it the width that I need first. I want to make both of them the same width. Let me tear this side. Okay, and again, I'm going to tear this pocket at an angle, but I'm going to tear it angling the other way. So let's see. Needed about, okay. I just put a little mark where I want to stop tearing it. So we're just going to tear, and we'll glue that one down right there. So then you have a pocket up here, and then a pocket down here, and they're both kind of angled. And then you could decorate this up, or you could have put a solid piece of paper on there if you wanted. Lots of different things you could do to this. I probably will leave mine like that until I start to put it in the journal, and then I'll probably put some paper or something over that, or at least maybe right here, and just do a little paper right there. So there is the first one. Okay, I think I'm going to make one a little bit smaller. This is, let's see what. This is 4 inches by 5 inches. So I think I want to make one this size. And I am going to use just some scraps that I have. This one, I don't think I'm going to tear the edges. I'm just going to leave it. So what have you guys been up to? What is everybody crafting today? Are you out shopping? Are you getting your kids ready for school? Or your kids like mine, they've already graduated, married, and now they're getting their kids ready for school. Well, our school's already started a while ago. They have been going, oh my, they've been going probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't know exactly. But Bethany is a senior this year. So this will be her last year. Melina will have both of her kids graduated. Doesn't that make you feel old, Melina? I can remember that. I can remember when Melina graduated, I thought it was the most terrible thing in the whole wide world. Because my oldest was graduating. And then when Alicia graduated, I thought the world had come to an end, because I wasn't old enough, I didn't think, to have kids that have already graduated. But evidently I was. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. I really don't want to cover that, so I think on this one I'll just make 3 pockets. That will be fine with me. Now I'm just going to ink the parts of this that I can't ink when I'm finished. So these will look very good in your journal, and then you can also, you know, the way if you hinge them and put them in, they you're going to leave that whole page underneath for journaling. So they don't take up a lot of room in your journal. Whoops, just threw my glue all over the place. Now, I think I did tell you guys we have more of the art glitter glue in. We bought all that we could get this time. And I don't know when they'll have more. Right now they still don't have the 4 ounce, which we want. But they do have the 8 ounce refills and the, what is it, the 2 ounce. So we've got a good supply of that right now. You need to grab it if it's getting cold in your area, because we can't ship it once it starts freezing weather out there. Okay, like that. And am I going to put a little piece of stitching on there? I might just put a little piece down here at the bottom. That'll work. And then, do we need anything else? I think I am going to round just this. You know how I am with those pointed corners. But that's the only one that I'm going to round. Okay. I'm just trying to see. I think I need a label right there. Don't you? We need a label. Put balance on there. I don't know exactly what that would mean, but these labels are from... They're from Tracy Fox. Love Junk Journals on Etsy. If I forget to link it below, you can just go to Etsy and type in Love Junk Journals, and it's there right there. Okay, what else do we think we need? I think over here I'll put a little piece of trim of some kind. Let me see what I have. What about just a piece of this? Ooh, that's pretty. Let's do that. Ooh, I just thought of something else that this would be good for. Oh my goodness. My mind just went flying off into another direction. Okay, we may come up and do that next. And I'll probably go ahead and put a little bit of glue right under here because it seems that that's going to pull up a little bit. Okay, now this one I would just glue down into my journal. So I would grab my journal and let's just say I wanted to put it on this page, which I probably wouldn't because of that, but we would glue it down, whoops, just like that. I'd glue it on 3 sides, and then I'd have another tuck up here. So if you glued it here, here, and here, you'd have another tuck, or you could put it on toward the edge and glue it here, here, and here, and you'd have another tuck under here. So there's a place for a tuck there and a tuck there. Isn't that cute? Thank you, Melina, for these ideas. I love this. I love it. All right, now you know what I want to do. I want to do one that's strictly fall related because I think that would be pretty. So I'm gonna pull this piece of paper in. Let's see how big this is. This is way too wide, so we need this. We need this at 5, so I need to cut it down to 5. And then I'll cut this little strip off. I think that, yeah, 6 inches is what this is, so that's perfect. I saved those little strips, even though it's the Brandon strip on this side. It's a nice strip on that side. Great for collaging. Isn't that pretty? Now, I know you're going to ask where this paper come from because it's so pretty. This is an older blue fern paper. I don't even know the name of it still. Let's see. What's the name on here? Or did I cut it off? No, it doesn't have the name. It's a Michelle Singh collection. But it doesn't have a name on it. But there's the barcode. See if you can see that. I don't know if it's going to get clear enough for you to see. But anyway, this is a beautiful piece of paper, and I think it works well for fall, even though this wasn't a fall collection, because it has the oranges and yellows and greens in it. So the first thing I'm going to do is round these corners. That'll just help me to remember that this edge is my edge that I want to not put glue on. Now we need paper to go with this, and I'm thinking something that has a little bit of this orangey color in there. Okay, I've changed my mind. I don't want to cover all this paper up, so I'm going to use it more for maybe a top paper. Maybe even the paper that goes back here, because I want this to show. This will be a good bottom paper because it's not real thick, but it has that orange color in it. So we're going to cut that, and I think I need it cut at 5. So 5 by 6 is the size that I do the bottom on most of them, but you know, you can do it any size you want. I don't remember what Melina made, but you could also make them smaller or larger depending on your journal. Now I need another piece to go on top of this before I put this on, because I don't want to cover any of this up. I want to cut it about right there, I think. So let's find another piece of paper that will work. What about a piece of this? This is what we used last night. Let's see what it looked like. No, that didn't work for me. Okay, I'm going to grab a piece of this. It's got a lot of neutral colors in it, so I think it'll work on here. So I'm just going to cut this off. All right, that will work right there, and I am going to go ahead and round these corners. We do have more of these in, I do think, do we? Oh, I don't know. I think we do. But if we do, I'll link them below. We may have sold out again already. All right, let's see what we're going to do now. This one's going to go here, so I just need to, and I am just guessing at the width that I'm leaving. It doesn't have to be anything particular. I don't think. She didn't say that it did, so I'm just kind of guessing. All right, got that piece. So that will go there. That one there. So there's a tuck, and then one more tuck. And I know I said I didn't want to cover any of that paper up, but I'm going to do just a small little strip of this, a very small strip. That way it's not going to cover very much of it up. So I'm going to cut this at 6. And then I'm going to cut it down to, let's see, about 1.5. That'll still give me kind of a nice little pocket or tuck, but it won't hide all of this pretty paper here. So let's do that. I've got a little gnat flying around my face. Oh, I despise those things. I bought some really good smelling, it's not a shampoo, it's after you wash your hair before you start to dry it. You put it on. And I bought it from Melina. It's an Avon product. It makes your hair so soft. But the problem is the bugs love it. It smells so good. I think they like it. Okay. Ooh, I like that one. That's pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and ink this bottom one. Okay, we've got that one inked. We'll ink this one. All right, let's start gluing this down. I'm loving this one, so glue right up at the edge. But if you want to try some of this product, you can talk with Melina. I love it. I have naturally curly hair, very curly and fuzzy hair, and this absolutely keeps the frizz out of my hair. You know, when it's real humid, my hair grows. I told you that the other day because it has so much natural curl in it. And this just keeps it smooth, and it smells wonderful. They need to make a body wash that has the same scent in it. Okay, and then put that one there. I like that. So I haven't got to read comments from yesterday. Did you guys let me know if you would like to do an October birthday challenge? Let me know if you would, and I'll get that set up. All right, I need something on here because that's really, really plain. So what are we going to put on there? You know what? We could tear that down and put a little piece of that on there. And that would be another little spot that you could journal if you wanted to. I mean, it's got lines on it. I think I'll cut this down to 1 inch. And then 6 inches. And let's see what that'll look like. Yeah, that'll work. Once I ink it, I think it's going to be okay. Let's go ahead and I think I will round all the corners on this. Yes, I like that. Okay. You could also just glue that at the top and the bottom, and that could be another little tuck, but I think I'm just going to glue it down. Got lots of tucks on this. Okay. This is one of the little stamps that I did the other day, and this is a Signet stamp, and I will put their link below. And then I just used a background paper, and then I stamped another stamp on the inside. I'll also link that video so that you can go check that out. But it's just where you can make your own labels, and their stamps are fantastic. And somebody said, well, they're way too pricey. Well, they are a little bit pricey, but let me tell you, from someone who has used a lot of different stamps, if you want a really good stamp that's going to last you forever, then you need to pay a little bit more for it. The cheap stamps, very, very cheap stamps, usually they don't last quite as long. But, and you know, I'm not just saying that to you to get you to go buy Signet stamps. I'm just saying that a lot of times, you know, you get what you pay for, basically. Okay, that was a little sticker that came in one of our kits. I think it was the October kit. Just put that there. And I think I want a little label on here somewhere. So let's see what we have. I've got, again, I have stuff strewn out everywhere. I could use, what could I could use journal. No, that's journey. Journey. I want to use journal. Where's journal? Treasure, inspire, journal, right there. Now these are some of our printables, and they're just, I printed them very small. We do have them in the larger. I'll just have to, all I did was with these is when I started to print, I just told my printer that I wanted 2 per page, and so it shrinks them down and prints you 2 of the full pages on one, so you get some smaller labels. Sometimes I need little labels, so that's why I did that, but they do come a lot larger. Now where do we want that? Maybe right there. Journal, there we go. Oh, I love that. Isn't that gonna look good in our, isn't that gonna look good in our fall journal? Ooh, I love it. Now, I don't think I'll use this. Let's see, will I use this to hinge? I don't know if I'll hinge that one or not. So right now I'm not gonna put a hinge on it, but you could, if you wanted to, and use this to hinge in your journal. But I think I'm just gonna leave mine, I'm just gonna glue it down on 3 sides and then have a tuck at the top. I think that's what I'm gonna do on mine. But you could do it either way, and if you did hinge it, then you could go ahead and put pockets back here if you wanted to. But I think that's what I'm gonna do on that one. Okay, let's go over the ones that we have done, and I'll hold them up for you. This one, I love it. And then this one, now I have not done all of my little tags and things for each one, but this is just showing you that you can, you know, put different tags in there. And these Tim Holtz journal cards fit in there perfect, and you get a ton of these. And like I said, we do have plenty in stock right now, so if you want to check those out. You know, there's one more thing that I think I might want on there. This is from Triple V Vintage, I think. And she sent me this little tin that she had decorated, and I've just got some little odd butterflies and things in there, and I think I want one little butterfly right there. I just happened to think about that. She does these beautiful little tins, and they're really good to just hold your small pieces. She did that for me. Isn't that beautiful? And it's Jessica, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh yes, that did it. Knew it needed some little something there, but I didn't know what. I love that. And then this one is hinged. So we have this on the back, and like I said, I will probably cover this with book page or something when I start to put it in my journal. And then this one. Isn't that neat? I love it. And if I have a butterfly, I may stick a butterfly on here if I have one that matches. Alright, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to go over and check out Melina's video. She goes over this very, very well. Like I said, I had to watch it twice because you know me. I usually go to sleep in the middle of one, and then the next day I have to watch it again to see what's going on. But go over and check hers out. It will be linked below. And join in on these challenges. They're a lot of fun. It just gives you fresh ideas of things to do for your journals. All right, we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.